Oh man, we got Queen in the house. How you doing?
I'm
Thank you
doing
for pulling
good.
up. So this interview was kind of shaky,
It was.
but we made it. So I got a couple of questions for you, and I'm gonna see. I'm trying to see how should I start out. Should I start out with the hard stuff or the easy? All right, so we'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
So where are you from?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
What part?
Um,
Where did you grow up at? West Little Rock?
Man, look,
East?
this my city. Don't none of that matter. I get love from every hood. Goddamn me. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Goddamn me.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, and when I say I get love from every hood, I'm for real. Like,
So explain that. When you say get love, is it because you know a lot of people?
I know a lot of people. I done kicked up a lot of dust in damn near every hood. The east side, the east end, the west side, John Barrow, the south end, the south side.
And if you're from Little Rock, you know people from everywhere because all the schools are integrated.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
so it's like if you went to any school in Little Rock, you know everybody. Because I had some people that come from out of I know this dude I used to work with. He was like, it seemed like y'all know everybody from this city, and y'all all went to different schools. I'm like, when you just know a lot of people, you know a lot of people, and it's crazy. But anyways, so what school did you go to? Like,
let's pop it off.
Elementary, middle.
I'm one of those people that I stayed at the same school. So I went to Brady from pre-K to 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Henderson from 6th grade to 8th grade. Then I went
Henderson off John Barrow?
Yep.
Is that still a school?
Don't give me the line. I want to say it is, but don't give me the line.
So Brady, Henderson, what high school?
I'm a Tiger, baby.
Man.
Class of 09 to be exact.
Dang, that made me feel old right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
So your siblings, how many siblings do you have?
I have 3. I'm the middle child.
And your brother, I ain't seen him since he was like a little baby.
Oh, he's a grown man.
I ain't seen him when I seen him in y'all pictures. I was like, I remember when he was like little. Yeah. He probably don't even know who the hell I am.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
All right. So are you the youngest, the oldest, middle?
I'm the middle.
Okay.
And I'm the blackest child. Yeah.
So how was it growing up in the house with, I know you're the older sister and you got a brother.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up with them?
For a long time, it was just me and my sister. For a long time, because my little brother, he's a lot younger than us. He's 7 years younger than me, and he's 11 years younger than my sister.
Dang.
So for a long time, it was just me and my sister. And when he came in the world, he brought a new energy in the house because we didn't know we was gonna have a brother. So
yeah,
we all close. Like all 3 of us, we super close.
So how is it having a big sister?
Do
y'all have a close relationship?
When I tell you I'm blessed, yes, we have a really close relationship. If anybody know me, they know my whole life, I always been a tomboy.
Right.
I always been different.
So, you always used to hoop too.
And I always used to hoop. So when I need to step into my femininity, and I need advice and tips, I call my sister in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
She was wild at school too.
Most definitely. And she gonna doll me up. She gonna get me right. You know what I'm saying? So having her is a major blessing. Most definitely.
So I didn't know. So you played basketball for how long?
All the way up till I tore my ACL when I was 15. And
was that hard to recover from?
Yes, it was. And I tried to get back hooping after that, but I wasn't the same.
How did it feel? Did you feel slower? Because people say they tear this and then they be like, I can't get back to how I was.
I did feel slower, but it was only because it was more so fear of hurting myself again. You know, like I just don't want to fall or rip some or tear some again.
So how did you tear it? Hooping?
Originally, you know what? Originally it did happen from hooping. I had a a basketball tournament in Dallas, and went up for a layup and hurt my knee. At the time, we thought my knee just popped out of place. Everything was cool. But I'm assuming I probably partially tore it in that game and didn't know it. So I also used to be in a dance group when I was in high school. Yeah, so when I came back to Little Rock, we went to a party. And I was turned up in that thing, boy. I was turned up in that party with my dance group. And man,
what type of dance group was it?
I hit a dance move and boom, I hit the floor. I tore my whole
Hold on. So what kind of dance group was it? Like it was just
no, like a hip hop. Like this. This is high school. This is mid 2000. This like 05, 06, 07. So like this during the time of like crumping and shit like that. Like the dance shit was like that was a big thing back then.
So how many people was in the group? Was it a big group or it was like one of them small, like 5, 6, 7 people in it?
It was a nice little size. Let me see. Me, Crystal, Birdman, Dante, Carlos, Haywood.
Do you keep in contact with them people to this day?
Not really. A couple of them. Probably about two of them. Shout out to Dante because he's the main one that I really see a lot. He actually come get cut up by me.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Dante.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know because I knew you used to hoop, but I'm like, what did she ever do? Because you used to sleep with that basketball. I remember when you was a little girl. You used to always have that basketball. So did you have dreams of going like pro?
No, I never had dreams of going pro.
You just hooped because you was a tomboy.
Yeah. Well, I hooped because it was fun originally. And, you know, that turned into, you know, maybe we could get a full scholarship and I didn't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you do hair and you do music. Which one came first?
Cutting hair.
Cutting hair. So you became pretty popular around here with cutting hair. So what made you start cutting hair?
I could draw. And
so drawing is a correlation between drawing and really?
Yeah.
So was it anybody that you've seen that's like, dang, I want to do that? Or did you go into a barbershop? What made you actually want to pursue it? Because females wasn't a big thing with females cutting hair probably like 10 years ago.
It wasn't a big, we could date back to like before 2019, it really wasn't that many female barbers like that. And if it was, you didn't really hear about them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, like, did you go to school for it? Because I heard a lot of people saying you ain't even got to go to school, get this for stuff and all of that no more.
They a goddamn lie.
Really?
I called a state board on you in a heartbeat.
Hollywood and Caprice was saying that, I guess they were saying it wasn't as strict. Like back when because they were saying people be doing hair and stuff and they be in shops without nothing.
They made a good point with that. I'm a barber. So my lane a little different.
So it's different. I thought you get both of them go, well, no.
Well, no. Because me and Tanya went to barber school together. We went to barber school together. But I chose to be a barber to just cut. She chose to do wigs and do hair. So that's what I mean when I say we in two different lanes. But yeah, you gotta, as a barber and a hairstylist, you gotta have your license. But when you do natural hair like locks, you don't have to be licensed, locks and braids.
Really?
But they did make a good point because there's a lot of stylists that's not licensed and they like doing hair at the kitchen, which is cool because they talented. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like talent is talent at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, so I think that's what they mean on that aspect. Like they more lenient with that. So
you went to school to do barber. So how was it being one of the first, like, you was like one of the first group of females that was cutting though? Like, cause I hadn't really seen female barbers before, like your era, like 09 people, and you know, I didn't see a lot of that. So was it like hard for you in the beginning, like to get guys to trust you to cut their hair and stuff? Cause I mean, I used to be like, nah, I ain't getting no girl to cut my hair. I don't know about that.
Thank God.
So did you go through that little?
I really didn't. I mean, I did, but not as much as you would think I would have. Because the first barbershop I worked in, it was directly across the street from Philander Smith College. So
what was the name of it?
World Champion Cuts. Shout out to Gavin Gaines.
Mm.
They still standing to this day. A little small barbershop. But due to me being across the street from that HBCU, it's a lot of kids over there that's not even from here. They don't know where to go.
Okay. So your clientele went up quick then.
Quick. They don't know where to go. They coming straight to the barbershop right across the street. For advice, for they trying to figure out where to eat, where to, you know, they need a haircut, they need a barber, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really go through it too bad, you know, and when it come to that.
You one of the few though. I don't.
And I'm gonna tell you something else I mastered really early. Mm-hmm. And I'm just speaking within my city. Mm-hmm. I feel like me personally, I was one of the first to really get marketing down. So that's how you was able to just see me like that. Cause
you was on social media.
The stuff they doing now with the Instagram cuts and all that, I was doing that back in 2013, 14. 15.
So you caught on to it early.
I was kind of ahead of my time when it come to marketing.
Yeah, you caught on to it early.
Yeah. Yeah. So that to me, I feel like that's really how I took off in the barber industry.
So didn't you have your own shop?
Yeah. I had I actually.
So is it crazy running your own shop and having people under you, or was you just by yourself?
It's always crazy being the chief and you got Indians. It's always crazy. Hell, I went through a spell in my career where I was like, man, I'd just rather be an Indian because I ain't got to deal with majority of the stuff that the chief got to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
So have you thought about teaching? Cutting?
Look at here. Look.
Cause everybody I get in here, they be like, I don't know, it ain't like what it used to be.
I made up in my mind a long time ago, I ain't no teacher, okay? All right. That's a whole nother lane. Like, no, one reason why I became a barber so I could move how I want to move, be my own boss.
Right.
I become a teacher. I get some rules and regulations to that. Nah, get me up out that box.
So. Pretty much. So do you like to see more female barbers coming up?
Of course, yeah, of course.
That's dope because I'm like, females taking over, period.
Yes.
Like rappers, cutting, they doing everything dudes. That was so-called dudes.
Yeah, we've been slept on for a long time. They are popping out and I'm loving it. We've been slept on for a long time.
So have you ever did hair at all?
Baby, I can't do my own hair.
I don't know why I thought you used to do like dreads. I don't know why I thought that.
It's so crazy because I don't understand why people be thinking it. I'd be like, if y'all follow my social medias,
I don't know. I guess
y'all have never seen me post not one picture of me doing locks.
I don't know why I thought that.
I don't. But you ain't the first person to say that.
I guess it's because you have dreads and you used to always change them up. So I'm like, well, she do dreads, so. Right. That's what threw me off about you. So do you have your certain type of cut? Okay, let me rephrase this question because it's usually with a stylist. So is it a certain cut that you like to do on people?
Is it a certain cut I like to do on people?
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people, to me, people can't get the fade right. Like they do, but they all look different.
I went through a spell in my career for about 5 years. I've been a licensed barber for 16 years. Out of 5 years of my career, my number one requested haircut was bald fade. I know for about 5-6 years straight, that was like the number one request. But right now,
it's different now because back then either it was fade or braids. Like now, dudes be wearing all type of hair, and I didn't even know that they had the fake hair cuts.
Man wigs.
Well, Tanya, I was like, dang, I didn't know that.
And see,
have you ever did those?
To be honest with you, no. I came up in the era. I'm the baby of the old school barber generation. So I came up in the era where, like,
that wasn't a thing.
That wasn't a thing. We didn't even know. Man, I went to barber school in 2010, bro. Like,
so that the man weave of pieces, that wasn't even a thing then.
When I went to barber school, they taught us to cut the hair off. They didn't teach us to put it back up there. I was taught to cut it off.
And it's funny because now it's like the thing, man. Because back then, men is like, man, I ain't putting nothing in my head like that. Now it's like everybody more open to that type of stuff. They don't care.
Well, I feel like men, they do better with their hygiene now. Like you said, back in the day, they didn't care. But now, he like, shoot, I gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. And something going on like in the past about 6 years or so in this hair industry. They be doing sorcery, bro. Like,
what is that?
Magic. Cause for you, the girlies are amazing. I wish I could do hair.
What do you mean by that? Be more specific.
For you to be able to put a wig over some dreadlocks.
Huh?
These girls are talented, bro. Tanya could do that. Like, bro, they so talented.
A wig over dreads?
The girlies, because locks done got real popular now.
Yeah.
So, a lot of females done got locks. And sometimes they might want to put on the wig, friend. They done cracked the code, found the way to put the wig over the dread. And you can't even tell, like, it don't look like no helmet or nothing. Like, what? Like, shit melted. Do you hear me? Edges laid, fried, dyed, laid to the side. I'm like, damn. Like, and like, even like they done came out with like, they could take dreads down now.
Now that what threw me.
That threw me.
I can't remember who who had dreads for a long time and then they had them took down.
Well, they combed them out. They blowing my mind with it. That's what I mean when I say they are performing sorcery. They are magicians nowadays. The man wigs, you a magician.
Have you seen somebody do one?
Yeah, almost definitely, yeah.
Do you think you can do one?
Yeah, man. They ain't doing nothing but it's a lace front.
Me as a man, if I'm losing my hair, I'm just gonna say fuck it. Like, cause I don't think I can wear all that on my head. Like,
I feel that.
I gotta lay down and I gotta feel comfortable. I can't have all this. I mean, I be trying to figure out how women be doing that. Like, having this stuff on their head and this glue. I mean, nothing against them, but I'm like, I don't think I can have all this stuff on my head.
My head get the itching and I can't get to it because it's
and I'm like, as a man, like, how long does that even last in your head?
You know what?
Because men grow their hair, especially I seen somebody do it on TikTok. Guy got a low haircut with waves, got it faded in. It looked good, but I'm like, as a man, we cut our hair every other week. So it can't last that long.
It lasts, man. I want to say it lasts up to like 30 to 60 days or something like that. Like, it lasts, and like they could still come and get a haircut, and it's like all I would have to do is just clean the fade up, clean the cut up, and it's still up like it's straight.
So you done clean some up, people who doing it.
I done cleaned.
Wow.
Before, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
As me actually laying it down, I ain't never done that.
I guess if I was a man, I think I would want to cut my hair bald. Like, I ain't messing with it. Yeah. I ain't gonna mess with it. So, stylist, so you only work in a barbershop? You don't work around stylists at all?
Currently I own my own barbershop, and I have one barber right now, which is the one DJ. I have Caprice Miller in there. She in there with me, and I just got a.
So Caprice cut, or she style?
Caprice is versatile.
Cause she was in here. I remember us talking about styling and stuff, and I'm like, which one do you do? Like, I noticed this is a thing in Little Rock. I mean, it's probably all around. Is either you doing music or you doing hair, some type of way. And that's what I'm noticing with a lot of the artists around here. They used to be barbers, or they might not be barbers. They might do. It's a lot. Yeah, so I'm learning. So when she came in here, she was talking about the styles and stuff, how people that really don't do the styles they used to do. Everybody wearing these like long.
That's true. It's a different.
Everybody look the same now to me.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm like, when the females gonna embrace? Because the locks, so Hollywood Tanya was laughing at me. I like braids. I like locks, but it depends on how you got your locks.
Oh, Lord.
Like yours, I like yours, but some people, I don't like them too big, like that Florida
wigs.
stuff.
You don't like wigs?
why people do that.
I fool with wigs. I've actually seen some beautiful women with wigs. You'd be surprised.
Women I can see, but when these dudes be some of them just look too wild.
I
like when they be super big and they be long, like way up here. I'm like they look crazy. Like, I don't know. That's just too much for me. I mean, that's their style down there in Florida because we went down there and it was like, what the hell?
They wicked out with a crispy line.
I'm going to tell you the ones I don't like. I don't like them flat ones.
I don't like the flat ones.
I that shit look like Sonic the Hedgehog or something.
The flat ones. I don't like. Okay.
Why you don't like the flat ones?
To me
because they don't look like. Are they locks?
It's sharp. It's like it's crispy. It's the round ones. In my personal opinion, yeah, they locks. My hair.
But why? How do they get so flat like that?
I have baby wigs. I just combined my hair, and because as long as they start breaking off a little bit. So I said, let me go ahead and combine them, and I started that process 2 years ago.
So how long you been having dreads?
Since I graduated high school 16 years ago.
So you never cut them?
I had locks before they was a trend. I never cut.
But I remember you always had long hair too.
I always had long hair my whole life. Yep.
So what made you go with the locks? That's my question.
Because like my whole childhood major tomboy, so I used to dress like a boy. Mm-hmm. So when I turned 18, Rashira, you was a woman now. You know what I'm saying? So, it's time to step into your femininity, girl. Right. So I switched it up, boom, boom, boom. And I say, what can I keep that'll still make me feel like Rashira? Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get locks. You know what I'm saying? And that's back in 2009 before it was everybody got locks now. Like, it ain't even a thing no more. You could only imagine me being a 18-year-old young girl with this hairstyle in my head that's far from trendy at the time. So people side-eye me, especially women, why would you do your hair like that? And back then, everybody they couldn't fathom what was going on. My boyfriend at the time, I know it probably played on his insecurities because people asking him, why you let your girlfriend do her hair like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Fast forward to now, just quit playing with me. Now
to me, I used to look at people who had dreads. I used to think them coloring it was funny, but now it's like, I don't think dreads look good if they ain't got some type of color in them. Like how yours red or the tips.
I love them all.
Black dreads just look so plain.
I love them all. With color, without color. I like freeform. Well, they call them freeform, but I call them Rastafari locks.
What is that? Oh,
you just let them grow. Yeah, you just let them. That's really where the wigs come from. When you just let it do its thing, and
that shit just looks so dirty.
I love them all. I love them all.
People with wigs, I just look at them and be like, they just look like they don't wash their hair.
Well, I like it when you could tell when they take care of it. Yeah. Because he got the crispy line, fade on point. Yeah. Them the wigs I like okay, like he take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, the ones where you could tell like he ain't cleaning himself. He don't even look like he go to the barbershop on the regular. That's different. But I love it all. I think, I do like how the girlies getting locks, but I'm going to be real. Me personally, I still feel like they not embracing their natural beauty.
I said that.
And I know y'all going to do y'all thing and that's cool.
I think they're starting to lose their identity.
But, you can't, I ain't going to say that.
Not identity meaning this is what I feel, me analyzing. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. It feel like some women don't even think they look good without all that hair in their head.
Okay, so.
And that's why I'm like,
another reason why I got locks at 18. Mm-hmm. I told myself, I'm going to make a nigga like me for who I am. And if he can't accept me with my real hair, then he ain't for me. Right. Because this my real hair. You know what I'm saying? So, I totally agree with you. Because like, even though they getting the locks and things, I feel like they should start just embracing natural beauty, period. Like,
Right.
it's more than just one style of natural beauty. Like, it's more than just locks. Y'all could start rocking y'all afros. Just imagine if the ladies bring the afros
That's
back.
what I was meaning
Oh
by.
my God.
Cause girls be like, they don't look good without their hair all silk down, and
They need to take it back to the 70s and start rocking them
even
afros.
if you take it back to when like I was in high school, like girls didn't really wear a lot of weave in their head back in like 02, 01. You look at them pictures and they all got their regular hair.
I remember they were putting them tracks in there. I remember about
People
the
don't do tracks no more?
No, tracks ain't a thing, baby. It's about the wigs. It's all about the wigs. What?
That was cliche
Break
though.
down.
Remember when people used to be like,
Back
oh,
in the
wear
day,
wig. That was for
you
old
was
women.
That was it was. It was. Why you got your grandma wig on?
Yeah.
Why you got that set it off wig on? Quit playing with me.
And now, like, is it different because they put lace front on them?
I ain't gonna go back to the sorcery. They are so talented. Bro, they don't be looking like wigs.
Nah, they don't.
Bro, like
They don't. They
they
don't.
make it look like it's growing. I wish I could do hair. Jesus, man, them girls are cold, man. I be so impressed. Like, y'all don't understand. I be so impressed by the girlies, bro. I do. I be so impressed by it.
Yeah.
Like how they be doing hair, bro. I just be so mind blown.
So with the cut, so let me ask you this. Cause do you feel like people be charging too much for haircuts now?
Nope.
Cause I came from the $10, $15 era to 20, like
the $10, $15 era, the $10, $15 era.
You remember that?
The economy wasn't nowhere near this bad during that $10, $15 era.
Yeah, because I remember my days taking, we used to get cut for $10, $5.
You know?
Now.
But, you know, look, now.
What do you charge for hair? Or is it just different prices?
I charge $50 a cut. I'm not playing with it. But I'm going to tell you something. Even though I charge $50 a cut, you're not paying for the haircut. You're paying to get pampered.
Right.
Because you can't even sit in my chair without a shampoo. Because your haircut automatically come with shampoo. And you getting your money's worth in my chair.
Right.
You getting all the amenities when you come sit in my chair. So you just not paying for a haircut.
So $50, I guess that ain't bad. But
if anything, I'm
gonna
be real with you. If anything, I'm beating myself.
Really? For what all you do?
What I'm spoiling them in my chair for that $50. Just so you could feel like you got your money's worth.
So I always knew who you was. But I don't know if it was some type of barber. I can't remember. They used to give out trophies, the Trapper of the Year. Did you win something?
I've never, ever been nominated, believe it or not.
It was something you won, and I was like, Rashira, she doing it like that?
I won a hair show recently back in December, this past December. Like a few months back.
I'm talking probably a few years ago. You was in something, and you got rewarded with something. I can't remember. I'm going to have to pull it up.
I've never been nominated for none of that stuff, man. And I done did grills. I done had a clothing line, but I don't be tripping. I be in my lane, so I really don't be caring.
So you won the haircut. What was it this past one?
I won
You said in December?
I won a cut party battle.
What is that?
Birmingham, Alabama at the jam session. It's a hair show.
So what do you do though? Are you going to get somebody head up or?
Arkansas. Yeah, we went state to state. Arkansas was going up against Texas and Alabama.
So meaning like, are you on stage with somebody and y'all going against each other? I was on
stage with Texas and Alabama, a barber from Texas and a barber from Alabama, and I was in the middle.
So was it about timing or was it about who done it right?
It's about some of everything. Timing, presentation, costumes, all that. Your theme.
So what cut did you do?
I did a high top with a design and a ducktail. Then I did a ball fade with a design. It was because I had two models. I had two models.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah. Was it like you had on like some Egyptian stuff?
Yeah, that was my thing. That
was dope right there. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So that's what's up right there. I was like, I didn't know that you was really, really heavy into it until I started seeing you with a lot of people. And I seen you on the picture with Hollywood Tanya too. It was you.
VJ probably.
VJ. You was on the picture with him.
Like all us we was in barber school together. Me, VJ, Tanya, like we.
Man, y'all should link up, man. I mean, and not just on no like. I feel like I'm always looking at how can we like monopolize or get everybody on one page. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It ain't about cutting it. I think it's the influence. Like y'all should have something like once every 6 months where y'all actually try to get people or kids to come in and actually want to do barber. Show them that it's something that's a career. You can make a life out, style out of it.
Yeah.
And because a lot of kids don't, man, be honest with you, these little girls is so fast and so hot now. And these boys, all they want to do is fight and tow guns. So it's like a lot of, and I say us too, because I want to start teaching people how to do this media stuff and, little kids or, teenagers and really show them how to do stuff. Because all they know is just twerking and fighting.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real with you. That ain't them babies' fault. That's our grown.
That's fault.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't got no kids, but
do you plan on having kids?
It ain't up to me. Because
I'm saying, do you want kids?
I mean, yeah, I want kids, but it ain't up to me.
Okay.
Because a lot of people that got kids, they didn't plan them. They was just
was
just freaking and balling and some shit slipped up.
Hey, listen. Have the kids on your own term. Trust me.
Exactly.
Because it's crazy when you ain't got them on your own terms.
Most definitely.
And then you get it with somebody you don't want to be with, and it be crazy.
And that's really the thing. It ain't the kids. It's more so the like. Yeah, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of being a single parent. I'm terrified. So it ain't me being scared to be a mother. I'm scared to be a single parent. I don't want a nigga to get me pregnant and bounce. Nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
That's where the saying come in that don't have kids before you marry.
Exactly. That's where they come in. But sometimes even that don't, that's where divorce come in. Sometimes shit just happen out of your control, man. Like it ain't really.
So no kids. Do you want to be married?
Yeah, I look.
Well, some women that completely gave up on that.
Let me tell you something. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to be in love. I want to be in love. Some shit that ain't even real.
So some people may, but you're doing this. Some people may see this and go, "Oh, I ain't know she was single." I don't know if you're single now. Let me not say that.
Man.
You would like to be married one day. So fellas,
I've been single for 6 years. Shoot your goddamn shot if you
fellas,
want to.
If you see us, she want a husband. So somebody in there?
No.
That sometimes my dog will scratch on that door. She in the garage. Anyways, so I'm trying to stay on task here.
Mm-hmm.
We going. Really, hell, I ain't got through halfway through.
It's a vibe because we vibing, man. We vibing.
So, when did you start doing music? Like, how old was you then? Because I didn't know that you did this.
I didn't know I did this neither. I just started doing music a year and a half ago.
What made you do it? You show right. You did. And I was like, you go hard with it.
Never done this before. I'm shocking myself. I'm surprising myself. Type shit.
So what made you want to do it? Is it because you can do it?
No, I didn't even know I could do it. That's what I'm trying. Like, this is some shit I didn't know I could do this. People been telling me.
So what inspired you to be like, you know what, Chef finna go record this song?
Okay, so first it popped off with my whole life I've been hearing people tell me I should do it because of my style.
Right.
And I'm like,
you do have the image.
I got that. I've been hearing it my whole life.
You got the image.
I ain't never done no shit like that. So like, it's crazy. But what really just made me go ahead and do it is, man, I got my feelings hurt, man.
You got your feelings hurt, so you started rapping?
Heartbreak. The second time I got my heart broke.
So what happened? So I ain't gonna ask you what happened. You ain't gotta go in detail.
Yeah.
So what about that made you want to do music?
Because at the time,
because that sounds like some R&B stuff.
Well, because my mental health was so messed up, I knew I needed to go to therapy.
Right.
I didn't have no health insurance at the time.
I feel like before you go on, I say this to everybody I can. I feel like all black people need to go to therapy.
1,000%.
If you grew up in the hood, if you grew up in the inner city,
10,000%.
Because all black people got PTSD and we don't know it.
Yes.
Because we grow, and I said this in the interview before, we grow up in these environments that we're not supposed to see stuff.
Most definitely.
People cheating on each other. My homeboy getting killed. All this.
Definitely.
That's why black people are so resilient, though.
Most definitely.
Like, we feel like we can go through anything. We ready to kick somebody's ass. But we really fucked up mentally.
Yes.
We just messed up.
Friends, so.
All of us got our issues, and I be telling people that they be like, why you say that? I'm like, all black people fucked up.
Exactly.
We are. We just mentally fucked up. Yeah. We don't give a damn, and we act crazy at any time.
Yeah.
We don't supposed to be that violent.
We not violent.
Man, we
not.
When we turn on there and we fighting with each other every time you turn around, we can't talk to each other.
Honestly, we not violent though, for real. Like, and I feel like that's part of the reason why we behind, because, you know, we care too much. We always invite the others to the cookout.
Right.
We care too. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't invite us to shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. So, you're right about that. I guess we just seem we're not violent. We just seem so angry. We're projecting. I don't know. It's just like, boy, we got to find a better way than getting on these cameras and fighting and jumping on people.
That's because we hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up more than we beat up the others. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue.
So when your first song, so what made you record that? Do you remember it or remember the name of it?
Yeah, it was Baby Daddy Freestyle.
Baby Daddy Freestyle. Why title it that and you don't have a kid?
Because the nigga that I was in love with at the time, I made Baby Daddy Freestyle is really a diss track where I was kind of coming at some of his baby mamas, because the nigga got like 80,000 baby mamas, bro.
Damn.
Shit.
So how long was y'all in a relationship?
Situationship.
Okay.
Too goddamn long. Damn it, like a strong 10 years. I was in a 10-year relationship from 18 to 28, and when I got out of that, I got stuck in the situationship. Goddamn me, so.
You wouldn't think that you had all these relationships like this long. You had long relationships though. When I say all, but they long.
I'm a passionate lover, and I've only been in love 2 times.
So you can honestly say 2 times.
I could genuinely say 2 times. I'm a traditional lady. You know what I'm saying?
But you come up in a different era. Like these women, they don't even care about none of that no more. They care about niggas tricking, what they can do for them. It's a lot of stuff going on like that. A lot of that be a defense mechanism
too, because they probably been drugged through the mud and dealt with a nigga that. So now they standing firm and they standing on business, and they you know what I'm saying? In some cases,
right?
Now in some of them cases, them hoes is trying to get over, but you know what I'm saying? You know, it be a story behind a lot of stuff, you know.
So you started doing music about 1.5 years ago. Mm-hmm. You dropped that first diss track. Where did you record it? How did it all go? How did that process go?
I told myself if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it right. I didn't want to deal with no like niggery, cheat.
All your videos are official.
I said I'm gonna have to deal with the best of the best. And one of the people that was telling me I should rap is like he one of the hottest in the state. Shout out to D Black. D Black. That's my producer, and he the one.
I guess 501 Jada said D Black in that clip I was looking at of him.
I'm pretty sure.
But where is he? Like, where is his studio located at? Is he doing it at the house or what?
He was producing at CTG, but now he doing his own thing independently. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we just be working. He located downtown.
Oh, okay, mm-hmm. Okay. D Black. So I have heard of it because I heard 501 Jada say shout out to D Black, and I was like, who the hell is D Black?
That's why you gonna continue to hear that name because he the hottest in the state.
I used to always hear about what's them boys up there. When I was doing music, I used to record my own self, but then I started going up there to he was up there on John Barrow. It's like a U-Haul thing now.
You talking about up there by Taco Bell?
Is it Joker?
Joker, yeah.
But I used to mess with the dude in the daytime, the light skinned dude.
I don't know.
But then there was a dude at nighttime too. I ain't never go up there at night.
Cause mind you, back then I wasn't rapping.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you mess with D Black.
That's my guy.
And he's the one that produced all your stuff.
Yeah.
So who does your visuals? Cause your videos be dope.
Shout out to Live Maze. You gonna hear that name.
Who is that?
You gonna hear that name a lot. The hottest.
I be wanting to reach out to
the hottest. You need to reach out to him. Yes, the hottest. Like
Live Maze. I'ma see, because when you did that one in the movie theater, I was like, that's dope. That's dope. Did you come up with that idea?
I did, but he cold. He cold. I came up with that concept, but he know how to piece it together.
Yeah. See, I'm a visionary like that too.
Yeah.
A lot of people who do this type of stuff, they can vision and see. Because I've shot a few videos and actually they look real good. But I was like, my problem is, and I'm a graphic designer. My problem is just people here, they don't want to spend money on themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you want me to do album covers and do this for $50? No. I'm not finna go and edit stuff and take me 3-4 days and countless amount of hours for $50.
Real, seriously, like it take time, it take energy. Like,
so I'm like, nah, I ain't messing with it. So you drop your music. Did you get the response you thought you was gonna get from it?
Yeah, it was better than what I thought. The response, because that's why I was like, I'm not gonna be no rapper. Niggas ain't gonna be laughing at me because gonna be no local rapper. Fuck, niggas be laughing. Then I'm rapping in my 30s because I ain't started rapping until I was about 32, 31?
And I guess it's me, but it's not a lot of real young rappers that I see. That's just people. Maybe I only keep up with the people that's around my age, but I don't really see a whole lot of young. Maybe you do see a lot of young artists.
Like locally?
18, 19,
like locally 20,
or
just period?
Yeah, locally.
I don't, but what you call her? Because I call her Boo.
Snooki.
Yeah, Snooki. Yeah, Jiraiya.
Is she doing music?
By her being in that age range.
She in that bracket. She in that YN bracket.
She put me on them young niggas and chill. Hey, auntie,
but you know what? My brother Coon, his son, him and Jiraiya about the same age, but he was letting me listen to some guys from Jacksonville. They talking about drilling and killing and shooting.
Okay,
and I'm
so let me say this.
I don't know.
I'm such of an artist, and when I say an artist, I mean on a wide scale. I draw, I do tattoos, anything I touch, I can turn into art. As an artist, even though the topic might be some bullshit, because the real shit do be some bullshit. You ain't doing nothing but talking about killing. My ear different. I'm hearing how this young nigga was so clever to piece these words together. Right. They do be
I'm
spitting. Hearing how
they do be spitting.
That's what I'm kind of hearing, because I'm seeing the art of it. You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes I be afraid that them type of drill artists, they can't make nothing else.
I agree. Totally agree. And a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of times they can't.
Like, if it ain't talking about the ops and smoking this and Dracos and switches, like, they can't really make no meaningful music.
I agree.
Because that type of music be directed towards certain people, and then they hear it and then it be over with.
Totally agree. It's so detrimental. And this is my thing about it. Dang, y'all ain't gonna rap about getting no monies?
That's what I'm saying.
But a lot of the music coming back. Music.
That's why Boss Man D-Lo blew up.
Now, you know what I'm
saying? And then what was the new dude? He played basketball, but his song blew up.
Ball. Ball. He still play basketball.
But he didn't. But the way that song that he put out, it sounded like it's from like 2010.
No, it don't.
No, I'm saying the feel of it.
No, the feel of it to me is giving. It's giving 99 and 2000.
Well, yeah.
I hear
early 99 2000. Yeah.
And juvenile. On
I said 2010s, yeah. So probably really early 2000. And I feel like songs like that, people gravitate to
I'm
them.
gonna tell you why they gravitated to that. Because it was original. We ain't heard that sound in so long. Everything sounds the same now.
And they have a vibe.
It was a vibe.
You used to have it to where some songs you hear, they make you want to get up and dance, or they make you want to do it. Now it's like everybody's saying the same stuff.
Thing, yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which way music going. I don't know. So with your music, which one is your favorite song you ever recorded? And I asked Caprice this. It might not even be the song that's everybody's favorite or that's the popular. It may be something you recorded and was like, dang, this is my favorite one, but I don't think this is blowing up.
I got a lot of unreleased shit that's just so fire.
Why you ain't putting out more?
Because it's like under construction.
It seems like you be slowly dripping it out there. I be seeing a few songs.
People have to remember, I just started, so I'm still learning. I dropped my first song last August. I'm still a rookie. So people be like, you ain't dropped. I don't even know what to do. So help me out here.
So when you get in there writing bars, have you learn how to count bars?
No,
that's dope to me.
Like I said, I didn't have no insurance to go see a therapist, and I needed to vent, and that's what made me pick up. Was mad one day, and I picked up a pencil and just got to going in.
And that's why I say people just got to find themselves when they're doing artistry. Like some people do it because they see everybody else doing it, and then that ain't their thing. Yeah. And you can tell their passion don't be in it.
Agreed.
So they'll hit or miss on it and be like, that person cool, but they ain't that good though on certain things. So you could tell. So your favorite song that you ever recorded that you like, I can't believe I made this song.
I got some hard shit though. Like it's a few. It's probably like.
What the song out of the songs you done put out?
That's a good one. Narrow it down. That's a good one. Out of the songs I put out, I'll probably say it'd probably be a tie between Big Chicken Tender and How to Catch a Predator.
You know what? I didn't realize that. So is that an actual song, or is that just something you just went in there and went in on?
It's a cover. It's a cover. So I guess you could. So I guess Big Chicken Tender win. Big Chicken Tender win.
I'm trying to say, do I remember? Because I looked at all your videos. I can't remember which one.
Big Chicken Tenders with the metallic silver.
Man, I like the one with the Thriller stuff in there. What you had on the Michael Jackson jacket?
Halloween hard.
Man, that's so hard.
Halloween is hard. The metaphor is hard. Halloween hard.
So was y'all at the actual grave site?
Yeah. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to a graveyard where I feel protected and I feel safe. I went to the grave site my grandma and my great grandma buried in. So it's family here. It's a celebration. We got y'all out here turned up. The spirits out here turned up. It's a vibe. You feel me?
Yeah, I was like, dang, they at the real grave site. I was like, that was what's up.
I got there with my grandma and my great grandma, man.
That was a dope vision right there.
I felt their energy, and I think that's why that video came out the way it did. Yeah, it's for real, man. That was a good one.
To me, that was one of the favorite ones. I was like, I don't know if it just reminded me of Thriller.
That was the goal.
Or what?
That was the goal.
But I was like, they did their thing on that one. So, all right. So we're talking about the music. So let's talk about the How to Catch a Predator.
Okay.
Because I was listening to that and I was like, she just spitting. Like I heard the hook in there, but it's like you could have really went all the way through without a hook. Because your hook was, I can't remember exactly what your hook was, but how many bars was that? You don't remember how many bars that was?
What I did, I ain't do nothing but take Kendrick whole format as far as his cadence.
Yeah.
That's why it sound like his.
And you just followed the bars, however long he rapped.
Exactly. I just followed his whole cadence.
That's amazing to me that the bar, because when I started and somebody showed me how to count bars, because I used to think a verse was a whole page. Man, they was like, no. When I started counting bars, I was like, that changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And but that actually became so popular that I don't even know how many views it got now.
It's last time I checked, which was like this morning. I think it was like 163,000.
That is a lot of views.
Yeah.
Because people around here don't get that kind of views off no music that's done by local artists. So, what made you put that together? The song.
The song.
Yeah.
I was mad, man. Like I say, I need something to direct that anger.
Right.
So this got to come out. I'm gonna make a song. I'm so mad. It got to come out. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I made the song.
And the song came from the situation that everybody talking about. Womack.
Yeah. Yes.
So, what was your relationship to him?
A business relationship with benefits.
Okay. We ain't got to go too much in details. So, it seemed like you took a lot of that personal, what was going on, what happened with him. Because I seen the situation and it just blew all up. And I mean, I ain't got to go into details about it. But then I seen you and then I looked back and I was like, man, he was in her videos. So you had personal feelings when you put that song out. That's why I made that song so hard.
It's both because yes, most definitely personal, but it's also well, it's still personal because I'm a victim of sexual assault in SA. You know what I'm saying?
And it's good that you speak about that because a lot of people won't speak about that type of stuff. And sexual assault ain't always like what you initially think it is.
Exactly.
Like you ain't gotta get beat up, you ain't gotta do this. It could be in different ways. It could be verbal. It could be somebody threatening you. It could be so many ways.
More so to be specific. More so during my childhood, so it was triggering. But even if you take away my personal dealings with him, that shit was gonna have me hot regardless. Cause what the.
So did it make you more mad when the time you dealt with him? Did you have that type of feeling vibe from him?
No, because and that's why I be having to make it clear. Like, okay, I probably was dealing with him, but not like that. I went up under that nigga like a puppy dog. I barely seen Ken.
Right.
I would see him probably once a month. So I wasn't around him or them kids enough to be able to pick up on something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it blew up. And like I said, I don't want to talk much about that because I'm pretty sure he probably in court and got stuff going on, open cases about that.
It's under investigation, so. Yeah.
So I want to talk about how this type of stuff happened with young women. Because I was seeing a lot of stuff on the internet about the legal age for consent and girls not having fathers in their life, things like that happen with them.
And I feel like that's so small-minded because these situations could happen to anybody. It could happen to somebody that grew up in a 2-parent household.
Right.
It could happen to somebody who got damn good parents.
Right.
It could happen to somebody, like they kill me. Everything, stuff like this don't always come from a broken home.
Right.
Or like, oh, she ain't got no daddy. You be surprised. A lot of the girls, like me, prime example, I'm be real. Like, I have an awesome dad.
Right.
But for some reason, I run into the wrong niggas.
Yeah.
So people gotta get out of that. Have a more open mind. Like, it's bigger than that, and there's multiple reasons on how that stuff happened. But one that's been going on for so long, people think it's normal. It's been sleek normalized, and a lot of people are desensitized to it. Man, I'm gonna be real with you. When it comes to women and children, people don't really take us serious like that.
Right.
To be honest with you, so
you right.
Because a woman really just an object.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how a lot of that stuff happened, so. It's that could stem from so many different things, man.
So do you feel like, I feel like the community did a great job in getting him caught and locked up?
I feel like,
Do you feel the same way? Because it's like, this is what I mean by that. You seen chatter about he did this happen. And then once everybody was on board, it seemed like, and this is another thing, maybe because everybody be on, they're nosy and they attract to bullshit too. I feel like that's why, because a lot of stuff, more stuff coming about by guys around here doing stuff like that. And I'm like, do you feel like the community who pushed for this to happen and get his situation handled, do you feel like they did a good job, or do you feel like there was just...
I'm gonna be honest with you, community really wasn't ready because, you know, probably like a week before I dropped my song, you know, it was only like 5 of us out there passing flyers.
That's what I said.
So when you say community, where is community when we passing these flyers?
Man.
See, community all on social media, but when it's time to go out there and stand in that, yeah, while we doing this interview. But all y'all that got all these opinions and got so much shit to say, where y'all be at when it's time to stand on the front line? Because I'm putting my life on the line for your kids, and you ain't even out there standing out there with me. You
and
feel me?
The kids' parents, apparently this was going on, it's been going on, but it seemed like you didn't hear really much from the parents.
I bet you didn't, because some of them, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Some of them knew what the fuck was going on.
I was finna say
Ain't
that.
nobody goddamn crazy, and the things I've heard and I know, yeah, it ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? So and I hate when you say, you know, when we bring that up, because people throw all the parents in one box, and it's
right.
like, hold on, Paul.
Right.
Not all of them, y'all.
Right.
Like, it was a couple of them in there now that was on the bowl, but you know, some of them were victims just like me. They didn't know that man was like that. He earned they trust. He groomed the parents. He earned they trust. You know what I'm saying? So some of them fell victim just like me, you know. So, but some of them were on that bullshit, and bitch, you knew what the hell he was doing, and you just turned the blind eye. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that.
Do you feel like? I mean, I guess the kid ain't no blame at all.
Not at all.
I feel like stuff slipped by like that because I think I mean, I'm a parent too, that we just need to be more actively hands-on with our kids. Like, for instance, you know, you got teenage girls. You might want to check their phones every now and then. See what y'all checking out. Y'all on porn? Like, if y'all are, let me sit y'all down and do this. So I feel like the parents need to meet them halfway. You know what I mean? And kind of show them, like, okay, you know, are y'all doing this? All right, teach them about stuff.
Exactly.
Instead of letting them go out and find out about stuff, then they run into people like that. And then it's this whole thing going on.
Exactly.
So that situation always was like, and then, because I'm like, everybody posting this, but when your song come out, everybody is so on it. So I'm like, people are so hypocritical.
They are. Because where was that energy at when I dropped Halloween? When I dropped Big Chicken Tender?
And it's like, they want to hear negative.
You want to hear the drama.
And I hate it. I hated that it got big just off that initial, because you spitting in the song though too. I'm like, she going off on the motherfucker. But like you say, you got your negative people too, get on there and criticize you for making the song. So we ain't gotta even talk about that. I just wanted you to touch on that.
Long story short, teenagers are children, and no adult man or woman should entertain no child. And people, I just gotta throw this out here before we move on, because they so quick to use.
Nah, go ahead. It's gonna go on.
The girls fast and the teenagers fast, and back when I was in high school, I was all in them older niggas' faces and all this.
That just show you how fucked up it is.
But it's the thing. That's very true. You were in them grown men faces. You pursued that grown man. Yes, you did. But guess what? You were still a victim.
Yep.
Because for him to go through with that,
Yep.
and he know you underage, he wrong. I'm sorry.
And they'll fuck around and let that happen to their own kids because they thinking this is cool. Everybody. The problem with parents nowadays, they too friendly with their damn kids. They think everything is funny and cool.
They either too friendly or they too lazy. But ooh, what the fuck I know? I ain't got no kids. My opinion don't matter. My opinion, girl, shut up. You ain't got no kids.
But you know, you an auntie and you know, you got.
I'm just an adult. And I feel like it don't matter if you got kids or not. If you grown, it's certain shit you should already know that you should do and that you shouldn't do. You know right from wrong and where your morals stand.
Right.
Yeah, the age of consent might be 16.
Yeah.
But morally, is that okay with you? And if it is, stay the fuck away from me and mine. But I digress. You know.
We'll digress.
I digress.
We touched on that.
I digress.
People gonna have their opinion because people gonna see these clips and they gonna be like, "What?" You actually speaking about it, and we didn't go into detail because we don't want to bring up nothing. We don't want to get nobody no like no shine. That he get his justice on that shit. All right, so now we're finna jump into my favorite part of the interview, and you might like it too.
Okay.
So, since you're a female artist, I've been asking all female artists this: Glorilla or Sexy Red?
How would you do that to me?
Because which one you bumping? But when you put up in the
which one
deck?
I'm bumping? So we focus on the music. Okay, let's focus on the music. Cause I'm so focused on how cool they are and they perfect.
I mean, you can explain
but
the
let's
difference.
Focus on the music. I'm a bump Glow.
Me personally, I like Glow.
I'm a bump Glow, but damn, it was hard because Sexy a vibe. Bro.
Earlier on, people didn't really take on the Sexy Red well.
Because being a hoe is cool until a real hoe show up.
You're right. See, and I feel like
when y'all run into somebody that's real and they authentically themselves, you scared.
Yeah. You right.
Sexy just scared them because she was surreal.
And it's crazy because you see her and she wear these weaves and stuff, and it's like she a pretty girl without all that stuff on.
Gorgeous. And
I was like, is that the character she wanted to put to the world?
That's her. It's now Xueen, I feel like that's her character she put on.
That girl, I can't stand Xueen.
You be surprised.
She's so wild.
She wild, but you be surprised how intelligent that girl is. It's a man.
She rap?
Yeah, she rap.
I ain't never heard none of Xueen.
Well, you know her and Sexy. They shot a video in Whitehall at the Popeyes.
Well, they sure did. They sure did.
I love it.
Wow.
You want to know why?
You're right. I did see that. But I don't see much of Xueen music. I always see her doing crazy stuff.
She's so goofy. But I love Sexy and Glow. I love them because I went to school with girls like that.
Yeah.
And that shit turned me up. Like, girl, I had third period with somebody.
And Glorilla, I feel like we take on the Glorilla in the South. But that's just that Memphis sound that she got.
I mean, yeah. She up the street from us.
And she always give me that old Gangsta Boo type flow. Like Gangsta Boo, the way they what you know about Memphis? That bop they had. If you go back and listen to that. She give a
Project Pat like a Project Pat type of vibe.
Yeah, like Gangsta Boo and Lil Chat. Lil Chat used to do that. And she just give me that old Memphis sound. And cause she don't sound like none of the new Memphis artists. They all sound like Pooh Shiesty in them to me.
They all sound like Moneybag or some shit.
Yeah, they do. Finesse sounded a little different, but I always feel like Finesse and Moneybag sounded the same.
You want to know why they sounded the same?
Because they was together at one point, right? Like they grew up around each other.
Finesse taught Moneybag how to Moneybag really hijacked Finesse whole sound and everything because he got locked up.
Yeah.
So he took off with this shit.
I seen that. And then it's like Memphis them got so big, but they don't mess with each other. Like back when Dolph and all them, I'm like, they
yeah,
could have been took over everything, but
yeah.
they got into it. So you chose Gorilla. So why you like Gorilla?
Like I said, I went to school with a glow.
Glorilla make more of the party music. So I look at them as like a Boosie and Webby. Like Boosie made a whole lot of the street music, but his stuff wasn't as big in the clubs like Webby.
Well, I don't know. Sexy make that club shit.
Well, now she do.
Sexy make that. She the female Gucci man. She make the club.
That's the first time I
she
ever
make
heard
them
that.
club. When you listen to her, she sound like she rap just like Gucci man. She be doing the She be whoa. She be turning me up.
Yeah. So all right. So them are younger. All right. So two more. Nicki or Cardi. Nicki Minaj or Cardi B.
Man, I know the girlies ain't gonna like me for this, but I'm gonna ride with Cardi.
I like Cardi. I don't know why I like Cardi. Bro. They both be spitting though.
They both be spitting, but I'm gonna be real. I never.
Nicki seem too Hollywood.
I don't want the barbs to come for me. That too, but I never honestly liked all that animated shit. All bitch, just rap. I don't like all that extra shit. And she got bars too, but I don't like all that extra shit.
I like Cardi because hers always sounded hood.
That's what I like.
Like when she first blew up out that
shit.
Bodak Yellow.
I like that shit.
She be rocking everything. I actually like Mulatto. Lotto, I call her. She used to be Mulatto. Lotto. I ain't really sold on Megan Thee Stallion though.
Fucking love Meg.
I ain't really. She never really
love Meg, and she be walking the beat down. Oh my God.
So out of all them, which one would you rather bump in your dick? Lotto, Glow, Sexy Red,
I'm trying to
Cardi. But it's a bunch of more other female artists too. But them are the ones that's at the top.
I mean, I consider them to be at the top too, honestly. They popping. But I mean, Doechii just won a Grammy.
See, I don't even be knowing all that.
Because she a different sound. You know what I'm saying? She in a whole nother, her sound so open-minded. You know what I'm saying? She really bringing art to life with what she doing. But as far as who I would pick out of those ladies you named, it's kind of a tie between Meg and Glow. I like Lotto. She got bars, but Lotto gives me cosplay.
Yeah.
She gives me the female Drake, like as far as like you portraying. She remind me of Nunu off of ATL.
Yeah, she do.
You portraying something that you but you can't deny talent. The girl cold, bro.
Yeah.
She hard. Yeah.
All right, so you didn't pick your artist. So now everybody I bring on here, I always got these questions. So name me your top 5 male barbers. I ain't got that. Okay, let me stop saying top 5 because then some people be feeling slighted.
It's my personal top 5.
Well, your opinion. Okay, your top 5.
It's my personal, and guess what? My little opinion, it ain't nothing.
I don't want nobody to feel no type of way.
What they say, an opinion is like assholes. Everybody got one. My little, I ain't nobody special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
your top 5 barbers in Little Rock. Males. Let's do males.
Men. Okay.
Because it ain't a lot of females, is it? Or do you want to mention females?
You'd be surprised. The ladies have turned up. It's actually a lot of females.
Well, give me your 5 male barbers.
Okay. DeMario Kelly. And DeMario Kelly for sure.
And shout out where they shop at. Shout out where they at.
DeMario is located in Southwest, the Suites Astoria.
Okay.
DeMario Kelly. William Jones. I don't know. I almost told the untruth. I just found out where William Jones is. I think he have a suite in Lex the Barber shop. He just opened up a shop, and I think William is in there.
Okay.
So we got DeMario Kelly. We got William Jones. Dunny Dean. Dunny Dean is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now these younger barbers?
No, they not young. We all about the same age.
That's 3.
I got one man and I cannot think of his name, and I love him because he's so cold. But when I tell you he's so humble, Glee. His last name is Glee.
So what makes him so good that's making you stand
Cause
out?
he cold, like he really good with designs too. But what I really like about him is how humble he is. Like some of the coldest barbers I know don't even really post their work or don't really pop shit, but they cold.
Yeah.
So or they not flashy with it, or you know what I'm saying. He just chilling.
Yeah. Do you know Dollar? Well, we call him Dollar P. Up there across the street from the 12th Street station. He always used to throw parties.
Top.
Well, you know, that's my brother barbershop up there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So they up in the front.
Yeah, they in the front. Ty and Paris. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
went
my
to
little
barber
bro.
school with us too.
He cold now.
Paris was in there with me and Tanya and
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you named what, 3? Or was that 4?
Yeah, DeMario. I think that was 4. DeMario, William, Dunny, Glee. I got one more.
All right, now it's a lot of people gonna be like, "Dang, you forgot about me? What?"
Hold on, man. Damn, don't do me like that.
So, do you give me your 5? Then you can just name you some people, give them some honorable mentions.
Let me think. Think Queen. VJ the Prince. I don't know. Can I count him? Because honestly, I don't think he really just cut hair no more because he owned a barber school.
Yeah.
So I ain't even gonna throw him in there. Okay.
That's dope what he did though. That's dope what they did with that.
Dre Harris, North Little Rock. Harris.
You know what? I ain't really hear people really saying too much about North Little Rock people.
He won first place this past June in the hair invasion that was at Shooters. He won first place in the designs. He sure did. Yeah, that's right.
So do you got some people you want to name that's good out there, that's up and coming?
There's some people out there I want to name that I respect their work, or I've seen their work come a long ways. So I would say Cricket, Marcus White, that's his name.
Okay. It's gonna be it's probably too many people to even.
And I'm just having a brain fart right now. I know Cole was T-Blade. He won first place in the hair invasion with the classic cuts.
So what about females?
Who
you'll put up there and be like, these people right here, these females go hard. Couldn't.
Kaylin.
Okay.
Kaylin off rip. Zan. Pay Rich. And that's all I got right now.
Well, we're gonna put you up there as one of the top 5.
I wasn't gonna count myself, but yeah.
You up there in top 5 because what's her name said you was. Capri said, yeah, she.
Okay then. Okay.
So I was like, all right. So that's your 5 women, 5 men barbers. So let's go to music. So who is your top 5 artists, rap artists in the city? Males first.
D Black, my producer.
He do music? I mean, he rap?
You remember when Nick and Jimmy opened up their own studio? Here, he was the one that they signed and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. That's he do music.
So D Black do music. Yes, okay, so that's one.
One K Crucial.
K Crucial. I keep hearing about K Crucial. That's my manager.
Yeah, that K Crucial for sure. Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta think. Who else? I gotta think.
And we're doing males?
We're doing males.
Okay.
Yeah.
D Black, K Crucial.
D Black, K Crucial. Think Queen. Jimmy Trav. Winning. What? 3.
Here's a fun fact about Trip Trail. I don't know if you remember the Underdog. When he did the Underdog, Well, he had
I don't think I
it was a
remember that.
single that it was like him and
I
the
don't
dog
think
on the
I
front of it.
remember
I
that.
did the artwork for that.
That's
But yeah, Trip
crazy.
Trav go hard, man. That dude is he the ultimate hustler. That nigga be cutting hair. He be doing shirts.
Let me tell you something
he
I like
ultimate
about
hustler.
Trippy know how to put on a show.
Man, he been like that since we was in
He
school.
got good stage presence. He got really good stage
Listen
presence.
to me. Me and him the same age. We went to school together. We the same class, 05. He was like that in school.
Yeah.
Like they had dance groups. They used to talent shows.
Yeah, for real, he did. He used to dance back in the day.
He always been like that. And people, that nigga turn up a whole show by himself.
By himself. He got really good stage presence. He do. His stage presence is for real. For real. Up there.
He be dancing and
that's my
everything.
Dude.
So
he
I'm like,
got his little signature dance. I wish I knew how to do it. I be trying to do it. I can't do it.
that's my dude right there, man.
Dude.
I'm gonna bring him on too. I told him we're gonna do the interview.
That's my dude.
I just be having so much going on. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But so D Black, K Crucial, Trip Trav. That's 3. You got 2 more.
Jay Johnson. He rapped with Trip Trav.
Jay Johnson.
One more Queen. One more. I know these young cats be hard, but I don't be knowing them.
I don't be knowing them. Yeah, I don't be knowing none of these
young cats that's doing music in Little Rock. Auntie just don't turn me up. Let Auntie inbox me music.
Yeah,
because I know y'all talented. But one more Queen, one more.
It's a bunch of little.
I got a question. Does it matter if they dead or alive?
I already know who you gonna go with. This is Dre.
Dre the truth.
I did like him.
The vocabulary,
he was hard. I seen him freestyle
really
one time and it was crazy.
Dre was like really smart, like
book smart,
yeah, street smart, common sense. Like he was really smart, like. So his wordplay was just different. Like his vocabulary was so advanced. Dre the truth.
Yeah. Damn. I liked that purple stuff he used to always had a little movement on.
Dre the truth, man.
So I mean, it's a bunch of artists out there. I mean, I don't know what people think, because I do this right here, and you know how people get that feeling like, oh, he probably don't mess with me because he did. I see a lot of artists out there like local artists like what's his name? Joker Beezy. I like him.
Oh man.
Cortez. Yeah.
Cortez. Yeah. Man,
I grew up with him.
I was finna say, bro, Cortez been doing music.
Yeah.
I'll be 34 in May.
Me and him the same age.
Let me tell you something. When I was in middle school, I was being nosy, going in my sister's room, going in her stuff. And I tripped over one of Cortez mixtapes. That was back then.
Yeah, they been doing music.
Back then, like in Joker Beezy.
I like him. I don't know. Is he from Little Rock?
Yeah, he from Little Rock. Man, he got a video in Live Maze. Mm-hmm. He shot the video. Where like his head big with a little body. Bro, the video so hard. Like Joker Beezy, you is so hard.
I reached out to him. He said he'll come do an interview.
Hard, like bro, they are and those cats been doing it for a long
They've been doing music since I used to do music when them dudes did music.
Man. Like I was a little girl and I'm grown and them niggas still doing like they hard.
Yeah. Like. And then you go to the that's little old, like I say, Trash Bag Key.
Yeah.
I grew up with him.
Oh, what's the man that's locked up? Boss Man Trent.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He was turned up. We
go all the way back. I mean, another male artist that's real dope, and I supposed to be doing his interview. God dang. Million Miles. You have to see him. He got the dreads. He almost look like Future almost.
I think I seen his friend.
He dope. He dope. I grew up with him. Really, his name, we called him Sweetie back in the day. But
Sweetie. Yeah. Okay.
Because he used to be AR Swish. He done switched up his name so much.
I cut Sweetie big brother hair. I sure do. Sweetie, yeah, I remember Sweetie.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
he doing this thing out here.
He's doing his thing. He sure is.
He doing this thing. Big
He
ups
sure
to him.
is.
I can't never. He always traveling. I was like, man, pull up. He's supposed to pull up like a week ago. He's like, man, I'm doing this, which is I know it's cool. Hey, I ain't tripping. Then you go to the older ones like E-Dub and see, I come from the music where
E-Dub. Give me some. Give me some. No, for real.
Them boys hard.
No, you're naming legends like real deal. Little
see,
Rock
I
legends.
come from when like Ball Jones, Ice Mouse.
You did. Ice Mouse, rest in peace, Ice Mouse. Man, you.
So them artists was though, and they go all the way back to like Dark Hollow and all of them.
Playboy Shane.
Yeah. And see, because when I used to do music, I used to be on the roll call on the radio with Power 92. And that's how I end up knowing Vicious and all of them. But it's a lot of music out there. I just feel like we need to bridge the gap somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you got these group of people, then you got these group. Then the older group, they just don't mess with each other.
And then you got the little group that did break the code. And they all in Hollywood and doing their thing.
Yeah.
And they at the Grammys and doing their thing. But they, they gatekeeping. And it's like, you from our city. Like, turn us up.
And I didn't know some of them people was even from here.
That too. It'd be a lot of that too. You don't even be knowing they from here. Like, they be crazy. So.
Yeah. So that was your 5. What about female rappers?
Anike.
I've heard about her.
Anike. Caprice Miller.
Anike Caprice.
What was that girl name? Oh, I can't think of her name. And she hard too, bro. She hard. She just went viral probably like a few days before my viral video.
Really?
And she from Little Rock, bro.
Is she younger?
No, she got to be about around my age, possibly a tad bit older than me. I can't think of her name right now, man.
They're gonna be in the comments. They're gonna be in the comments on your top.
Matter of fact, she just did the They Can't Stop the Hustle challenge.
Really?
She did.
I was gonna ask you about that. You didn't do. I'm surprised you didn't do one.
I didn't because during that time, all the pedophilia shit was going on. I was so consumed with it. So
I reached out to dude about doing an interview. He
Yeah.
He want a bag to come sit down on the couch. I'm like, not yet.
Man.
I ain't seen that investment. I could probably do it, but I ain't. I get at him a little bit.
But man, I wish I could find her. Anike Caprice Miller. 6'5".
Who is that? Oh, little 6'5".
When hey.
I told her a long time ago, 6'5". You need to do.
I was big on 6'5" because 6'5" popping that trap shit, man.
Yeah.
You can hear it. She will be in with that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Little 6'5" go hard.
Brittany damn right.
Brittany Wright.
She a comedian.
I don't know. I done heard somebody say something about she a comedian before.
She's a comedian, but she could spit her ass off too.
So I wanted to ask you, because I seen Caprice and them do, why you didn't get in the cipher? Because
I told you, I'm still learning. But the one of the girls I'm talking about, she in that cipher. The one I can't think of her name. She in that
The first one went so hard. All of them went hard. Caprice went hard. I want to say, was it the first girl or the last one?
The heavyset girl.
Is that the comedian? She went hard too.
That ain't the comedian. But that's the one I'm talking about. Her pin game is crazy.
Yeah, she did go hard. The first one on there went hard as hell too.
I just, babe, some people just be so talented, bro. It just make you be like, what the fuck? Like, you a freak of nature. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this. So what music did you grow up on? We talking about.
That's a good question.
Like, you can go out to industry people. Because I grew up in the era where, like, late 90s, which was like 8 Ball and MJG, UGK, No Limit, Cash Money, the early Cash Money, like they got now BG and all of them. And then I kind of took on the like early Boosie. I mean, it was a lot of music that I listened to. Jeezy was one of my ones.
So I have it honest, cause my mom and my dad, they have a stupid ear, and due to that, I have a stupid ear. I have a universal ear. So I listen to everything. I listen to pop rock. I listen to country.
Me too. I done got an alternative. I done got to a bunch of music. I listen to Imagine Dragons.
I'm so gonna say I got like favorite artists in different genres.
I fool with Jelly Roll tough now though.
It's infinite, bro. Cause
so who you bumping in when you riding? Who you bumping? Who you got in your phone when you plug it up in the car? Who you riding down the street to?
Besides me, B Black and K Crucial,
I'm talking about major artists.
That's what I'm saying. Besides them, put them to the side.
Like, are you on the new stuff like Lil Durk and them, or are you on some kind of going back to like?
I don't really fuck with Durk, but
yeah, I don't really mess with Durk like that.
I ain't on like new like some shit that just dropped. Like,
see me, now I'm gonna tell you who
it's new, but it ain't like within the past 6 months new or within the past year new. But like, I'm big on like YB. I'm big on
okay.
I fuck with Kendrick real tough.
Kendrick had to grow on me. I like him though. He had to grow on me because I wasn't one of those like backpack type rappers.
He ain't a backpack rapper. Him, Cole, I was on them hard back in like 2011 when them niggas was hungry and trying to come up. So like I was on them niggas nuts before people was really fucking with them.
I guess when I grew up, I was more Southern artist. I'm Southern artist.
I'm so universal. I'm bumping everything. That's what I'm
now I'm bumping like, everything.
I was bumping everything since I was little. Like I've been like that. Like so.
So how did you feel about the? So how did you feel about the Kendrick and the Drake stuff?
I loved it. I love it. I feel like we ain't never seen nothing like this because it's bigger than a rap battle. And a lot of people don't see that. It's going over their head.
How do you feel? Do you think that, obviously everybody think that Drake lost.
Most definitely.
But I was seeing somebody post something, I can't remember who it was, but they was like, we've been bumping Drake for 20 years. We can't. And I was, you know what? And I was riding listening to, what is that song called by Drake? Not damn, I was bumping. I said Drake got some songs that'll make you just ride and listen to. Is it called Us? No, it's not Us. It's called damn man. Damn. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? I swear it feel like,
oh Drake.
Man, that shit right there. Now that Drake back then, that shit was hard. But now it's like
he's still hard. Like he's still hard.
It's just he shouldn't have did that with Kendrick.
It ain't even that. It ain't even got nothing to do with the music, honestly. And I think that's what people not seeing. It's more so that we clocked your T now.
Yeah.
Like we know that you a culture vulture now. And
yeah.
At first we didn't really know that.
Yeah.
We weren't able to just really sense it or pick up on it. But now it's like it's hard to respect it.
Especially when you see all them songs he was putting Future on. And I was like, oh, I get it now.
Or vice versa, you know, because you trying to get the urban crowd more. So you go get a hood nigga on your song.
Yeah.
You know.
Which he big worldwide. Like, I don't understand like why you gotta try to do that.
But before he started doing all that with Future and stuff, he was just a lover boy. And a lot of niggas wouldn't listen to him because they felt like he was soft. And
I like that earlier Drake.
Yeah, but the average nigga.
Yeah, now they wasn't on Drake.
He was ladies.
Drake was a female type artist.
You know, so he trying to wheel in y'all. He trying to wheel in some of the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some of those street niggas on here, and I'm gonna drop a whole mixtape with Future ass, and then I'm gonna drop another mixtape with 21 Savage.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? He moves strategic. You know what I'm saying, with the shit he do.
So what you feel about the scene of Little Rock as far as music? Do you feel like, why haven't nobody really? I know you said Breed 223 had got signed, but it's like, and I guess that when artists here get signed, they have to move away.
It ain't shit here.
And it's like when they move away, it's like we don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
Thanks.
and you gotta think about it. Hey, your chances of really blowing up big is slim. You know, in the mix, because everybody doing music.
Exactly. And what I be puzzled on is, damn, Memphis is popping, and we literally just 2 hours away.
And we don't say,
how the fuck we just 2 hours away? That's literally a hop and a skip.
And we just don't network. I think Arkansas.
Well, that we don't network, but I feel like it's also, look, Arkansas don't. One reason why I feel like Memphis generate revenue and they able to do a little bit more than what we are is because they have professional teams. Like, you got a professional basketball team.
They bigger than they market. They're
Arkansas
big. Yeah.
had one professional team. I don't give a damn if it's football, basketball. And we just had one. That'll bring so much money to the city, open up more opportunities, and that'll cause the city to grow. And maybe some things could go up out of it. I've been saying that since I was like in high school, though. So I just don't know, honestly, man, on how, as far as the music scene could break up out of it here in this city. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like artists need to work with each other more. The egos got to get out the way.
Agreed.
Because there's certain artists and certain studios, they act like if you ain't in that group of people, you ain't nobody.
And honestly, it's almost feeling like a Little Rock thing, because the little country people from out of the little country towns in Arkansas be blowing up.
Yeah.
Them be the ones that get signed, and you see them in movies, and the whole time they from a itty bitty city, or they from northern Arkansas, Rogers or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bentonville.
Like Hustle Cartel, he from Camden or something, ain't he? He sure
is, or something
he from
like
Camden
that.
or something.
He is. He sure is.
So it's like
Bankroll Freddie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So everybody
Dolo, like ain't nobody from
what's the name blew up too? I didn't know he was from Arkansas. YTB Fat.
Oh yeah,
he from like West Memphis though. Yeah. But you know that's in Arkansas.
Bizzle. Fizzle or something like that. He from Blytheville or something. Yeah. So it's something about them little country towns, man. I
don't know. I don't know if Little Rock. Do you think Little Rock? Memphis has they sound.
They do have a sound.
It's like, do Little Rock really have a sound?
No.
Because when you hear our music, it's like Memphis has that. You could tell a Memphis artist when they rap off the top.
They have a regional sound.
When you listen to hear Little Rock artists, I don't know the sound though.
We don't have no regional sound. Like how the West Coast is regional. As soon as you hear a West Coast beat, you know it's West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You could hear a certain rapper rap and you could tell that nigga got to be from the East Coast because it is regional. You could hear a rapper or a certain beat and be like, I bet you he an Atlanta rapper.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Memphis. They have a sound.
They slang.
It's a regional. You know what I'm saying? They have a sound. Arkansas don't have no sound. So with us not having, we cracking a code right now. With us not having a sound, we don't have an identity.
Right. So
that's what's going on.
I think earlier on, we were sounding kind of like Texas. I
totally agree. Wow, I agree.
We would sound like Texas, like in the early 2000s. But now it's like, what do we sound like? I don't know if just we don't have no identity.
We don't have no identity, friend. We don't.
And I don't.
Even Louisiana got their own sound.
Like, and I don't know.
Ooh, call it chill.
No, but like I say, hell, this been an hour and a half. I mean,
it's a vibe, friend. It don't even feel like I've been in here this long.
That's why, when people come in here, they say that. They be like, your conversations ain't crazy.
It's a vibe.
Cause I just, my cousin said this to me when he was listening to my interviews. He was like, you're a great interviewer. And I was like,
you are. Yeah, you are.
I'm like, how though? Like, I write down what I'm gonna ask. But then I don't even really go on this. Sometimes I do, but I don't.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you, I wrote all these down when you text me and said you on your way. That's when I wrote them down. When I get the thing, I said I'm gonna ask this, dash this, and I really use it to keep me like on track with stuff. So I don't know. Do you got anything else you want to put on camera? You want to say? You want to put out anything about your projects or where people can find you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can subscribe to my YouTube, Nubian Queen, but that Queen is spelled with an X. And my Facebook is my government name, but we ain't even gonna get into that. You could just simply hashtag when your barber wear panties, and my page should pop up. For sure.
That's dope.
Yeah, my page, when you put that hashtag in, you should see my page, and my page got my government name on it. Rashira to money, now you should feel it.
That's so funny.
And, Instagram, Nubian _ Queen, but the Queen with an X. XUEEN, then underscore, and then Shears. And yeah, Nubian Queen Shears. When your barber wear panties. Y'all know what's going on. Got DM me.